Hey everyone, it's Josh, Kate, and Coco, and today we have our truck camper. We're currently camping up near Wilmington, New York. This is the perfect scenario and perfect example of why we wanted a truck camper.
I know it's kind of blurry because of the screen, but they've been tapping the water off the tent, and that doesn't look fun to take down at all, and that would be us if we had our 4Runner and roof tent set up right now.
I wanted to show you around the truck camper and show you the updates that we've done. And I'm on the larger side of the dinette, the side that has this little ledge behind you. And this is our first thing. We got rid of the 75-liter fridge that was here, and we're using the 45-liter Dometic fridge from our 4Runner. So it opens this way, and we only have the fridge compartment now. It's not a dual zone, but that's okay, and we like it and holds a lot of food. And also, we made this little extra cushion so we have enough room to stretch out. Or if there's like a third person here with us, they can sit there and talk, and we're not like crammed in one side of the dinette. And then underneath the fridge stand, we made like this little cubby for dry food storage. It holds a lot of stuff. We've got like crackers and chips and tea and stuff in there right now. And below the dry food storage, you can see there's a matching door because we made these. This is what it looks like from Scout. It's just an open cubby, but we wanted this to be secure so nothing falls out. And then also, this is where the toilet is. And we have some stuff stored in there as well because we don't use it that much, only when we need to. And we just like the clean look of the door. And these little round latches are something I found on Amazon. And they're pretty nice because they do latch and it keeps it pretty secure and shut. One other little addition on this side is this 3.5-foot little cork strip. And we've just been using that for our little Fujifilm photos that we take. As you can see, we've got our Jackery from the 4Runner in here as well. That's the Jackery 500. And it's because we don't trust this Goal Zero. This is the Goal Zero 1000. And we think it has reduced capacity down to like 40%. So we can only get like 40% charge out of it. But another thing is we've added these two signs just for decoration. And we did add a third hanger. These three have been added, but two of them were added by the previous owner. Moving on over here, you can see we have a screen door. And it is a full length one, and it does magnet. So you just go through and it magnets back to itself, and that was also found on Amazon. And then this is where a lot of the changes were made. Starting down below, we have a matching floor. We found the tiles on Amazon that match what was already here from the previous owner. So now we have this and this down here, and there's Coco. Then looking at the kitchen, you can see we've added a sink and stove along with a door front over here for our pots and pans and other stuff. And it's not very organized right now, but it does hold it all in there. Kate just made some tea. That's why our little tea kettle's out. It should be cool enough now because that was like 30 minutes ago. This is a 2-burner Dometic stove. I think I found it on Polar RV. I don't remember the website, but I could not find it on Amazon. As you can see, this burner is bigger than this one, and it fits flush in here. It says Dometic. And this is a sink we found on Amazon that matches. The Dometic sink that I found that matched this was like round, and I wanted them both to be rectangular. But as you can see, they look pretty much identical other than the little Dometic right here. And I'll show you how they work later, but first, moving up here, I've also added a shatterproof mirror. It's a little foggy right now. I think it's 7 by 10, but I'm not sure. I've also added a nice clicking paper towel roll holder, and that's just very handy. And then up top, we have this cabinet that we made for our clothes storage. And it's got the same latches as down below. Here's a better close-up. I have my lights just in there temporarily right now. But this is all clothes just thrown in here. You can kind of stuff a lot in there. It's not very organized, but it is nice just not having to have a duffel bag on the floor down there. And you can see how they lock. Here's a different angle of the L-shaped seat on this side now. I kind of wish all the fabric matched, but it still looks pretty good. Here's a different angle of the fridge. We made sure to cut it out on this side so there's enough ventilation for the fridge. And then the last bigger modification are these drawers down here. Again, it used to look like cubbies just like this and like this. And we will eventually make doors for this compartment as well. But you can see we made drawers with the same latches. You just pull here and pull out. Right now this is like all of our camera stuff. And I forgot what's in this one, but I think some other coats. But they work pretty well, and they latch so they can't slide out. And the reason why we went with this type of floor, again, it's not very comfortable, and I don't think it'll be the best for the winter. but it's nice in summer because sand and dirt just falls through, and then when you're done with your trip or get to a car wash, you can easily vacuum it out, even right through it. You don't even have to take it out if your vacuum is strong enough. Also down here, another thing we added are these little shoe holders I found on Amazon, and they're just hung up with 20-pound 3M adhesive tape, and they are pretty basic, and when shoes aren't in there, they fold flat. Let me show you. But it's just nice getting your shoes off the floor, and I think I'm going to put up another two right up there because we do have a 4-pack. We just wanted to try them out first. Also, this lagoon mount is not a factory option from Scout. The previous owner put that in, and we've really liked it because at night we swivel the table over this way so we have more room when we're getting up into bed. Before I show you and explain the sink and stove and how they work, I almost forgot the biggest addition we've added, which is this MaxxFan right above my head. And let me show you that a little bit closer up. Right now the lid is closed, and you just pull this down. This is the manual option. There's a couple different models. This opens up the ceiling vent, and then you've got 10 speeds over here. It can go in and out. I can link to the model that we used. We did not want the one with the motorized lid just because it draws more power and it's something else to break. And we got power to this thing by tapping into the power that goes to this light. We got a long drill bit and drilled a hole in the ceiling from here to here. And it wasn't too hard, but it was kind of scary. If you don't have one, no matter what camp setup you have, they're definitely worthwhile. You can even run it when it's closed. And also it has like a rainproof lid, so I can have this all the way open and no rain's going to come in. Now I'm going to give you a little demonstration of the sink and stove. So they've got little rubber things right here for your fingers, so it's nice, not against the glass. You just lift them up, and they do have a little bit of resistance, so they're not going to fall down on you when you're working with it. Both have little rubber feet, so when the lid is down, it kind of sits in there nicely and it doesn't rattle around. The gas is on. We have to turn it on out there once we get to our campsite. And we just hold this in, and there you go. It's really easy and simple, and we really like having a mounted stove for bad conditions like this, or if it's windy, or if we got somewhere late and just don't feel like cooking outside. This is just a good option to have, so we really like this. And then over here is our sink. Same thing, comes up, has the little rubber grommets here so it doesn't rattle around. It is slightly a lighter color than the Dometic one, but it feels almost just as good quality. And you just hold this down, this swivels up, and the way we get water to our sink, it's not a winter-friendly setup, so that is one drawback of it. Because our water tank is outside and we use one 5-gallon jug, just like we had in our 4Runner setup, the tan Skeptor 5-gallon like jerry can. And the way it's set up is that I have a little 12-volt water pump in our jug connected to food-grade silicone tubing that just pulls it up into the sink, and there's a little pass-through in the bottom of the camper, and then there is a little drain plug on the side of the camper that we can connect this hose to if we wanted to like drain it into a bucket. But that is another thing, another downside with this setup. You have to screw it in every time on the side of the camper. But there's a little on-off switch. I don't know if you can see it from there. Right here. And then let me fill up Coco's water bowl. So I turned on my water pump, and then this is all you have to do. Just flip the switch. It works great, and it's super convenient, and it's just really easy to fill up the water bottles too. Was it good, Coco? You can see down here our fridge is currently drawing power, so we're currently drawing 47 watts and we're on 19%. And our goal is to eventually make a like lithium battery 200 to 300 amp hour setup in this area over here, and have plugs for our devices up there on that little ledge, and then make another door front for this and have this be all storage as well. We do have stuff in here like Coco's things, but it's just kind of hard to get to, especially if someone's sitting on that side of the dinette. I hope you enjoyed our little interior update walk around. Sometime soon, once we do a couple more things and get our battery setup all finished, I plan on doing another official walk around video on a day where it's not raining, so you can see the outside as well. And as always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just comment below and I can help link to any parts that you're interested in.